There you go.
All right, everybody. My name is Mr. Paulson, and for today we are making wild rice saute. We have our ingredients is wild rice, and here we have celery, onions, and garlic, craisins, carrots, and chicken, along with salt and pepper and garlic powder. So to start off with, we cooked our wild rice, and so we got this ready and it's about finished. So what we're going to do is consolidate the rice, add the craisins so that the moisture left in the rice rehydrates the craisins a little bit. We'll put them together. Smells good. So I'm going to use this pot that the rice came in to soften up my vegetables and sweeten them up a little bit. Do we have oil? Or butter or water?
Oil right here.
Okay. So once we get that put together, I'll give it a stir. We got one big old pot full of rice and craisins.
Good, how are you?
It already looks good. Put a lid back on that. Set this aside. Saute our vegetables in this pot, and then add that to our other pots of rice. We'll get this going at about medium-high heat. Add about 3 tablespoons of oil. 2 tablespoons. We want to make sure that our oil is hot before we add our vegetables to saute. So
That's on the 23rd.
what I like to do is just take like one piece of celery, put it in your pot, and wait for it to start cooking. And if it doesn't start bubbling when you add the vegetable, then it's not ready. So just sit back and wait a little bit.
No, I can get a hold of something.
We got more rice over here. We can add some craisins to it. There you go.
Let's see what I can do.
Mix that in there good.
That's crazy.
The sweetness of the craisins really accentuate the hardiness of the grain.
I do too.
Looks really pretty. That over here. Well, we're starting to get there. You can see a little bit of bubbles coming from the bottom of the celery.
For the most part.
It didn't take very long, so it's good.
I mean, some of them.
Remember, once you add your vegetables are cold, so that's going to cool down your oil. So you want that oil to be nice and hot. That way the oil doesn't absorb into your vegetables.
Yeah. Yeah, do the best we can, you know. The culinary classes are the hardest because you don't have kids here to
I think we're ready. We got a nice sizzle. Can you hear the sizzle? I don't know.
demos and just
Well, it's sizzling.
product.
So I'm going to add the rest of our veggies. We got celery, onions, and garlic. We got some leftover carrots, so we're going to throw them in there too. Just like that.
Yeah.
Smells really good. Put the lid on. Now, adding the lid to your pot prevents the vegetables from burning because there's steam in the pot that prevents the bottom from burning. And it will burn if it's way
Alright,
too
I'll
hot,
let you
but
know.
it will prevent it.
Yep. Bye. How we doing?
Good, we're just letting the vegetables kind of
Already smells good.
heat up.
That's just actually me.
I know. You know what I saw last night was this incredible frickin' I think I'm gonna do it this weekend, but it's like a chicken cordon bleu recipe, but it's all crock pot. So
Really?
you take chicken breasts,
Mm-hmm.
put those down, then you line it with ham,
Okay.
like thick slices of ham. Then you cover it all in Swiss cheese.
Okay.
Then you put cream of chicken soup with milk, just a little bit in it.
Okay.
Put that in on top of it. Put stovetop stuffing on top of it,
Oh.
and then pour melted butter over the top of it, and then let it cook.
Okay. I've made very similar, just like in the oven.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but I was like, that's
sounds
pretty cool.
delicious.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty cool that you could do that and then just kind of walk away.
Right.
You know?
I love crock pot food.
So do I. That's a.
I set up my crock pot this morning with a pork roast, and I'm like, when I come home, it's gonna smell good and dinner's
That's
ready.
what we
Yeah.
made last night we're at the Howlett Pudding yesterday morning. It was a big roast and potatoes and carrots and all that stuff. Yeah.
You know,
Nice.
good meat potato meals. You can't
Oh,
do
You want to say hi to Jimmy, guys?
Hi. I don't have my.
Oh,
shoe- I don't
there's
have
Schlegel.
I don't have my pants tucked into my socks.
Oh, thank
What's
gosh.
up with that?
Oh my gosh, it was so ridiculous the one day. He,
She doesn't like my style sometimes.
did you see him that day?
Rally socks?
He had on, yeah,
They
he
were
had on.
they were joggers and they kind of bow out on the bottom. It's a wrestling thing, so all the wrestlers touch.
He
their
tucks
pants
them
into the
in all the way. Oh, it was
That's a
terrible.
fashion statement.
Yeah, it's quite the fashion
It's
statement.
something.
So I say something to the boys. I'm like, did you see that? And they were like, oh yeah, we saw it, but we weren't going to say anything because then he'd make us run. I'm like, well, I got you. I for sure said something.
Is that home?
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's just for my culinary kids.
And since all this rice is going to be combined into one pot, I'm just going to put the chicken
Oh, that tricked you. I've got more chicken over here.
in here.
bottom.
We'll get it warmed up.
What do you cook?
Gotta make sure my trusty staff stays fed.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, we got plenty.
Oh, yeah. You can go put it in that plastic.
I think that's the way to go.
Do that. I'm a pretty good drawer. I don't know that or.
Going in there. Rubber special sticker.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. It's so cool.
Never want to waste food, right?
Right. You guys want to see this?
Got the
Look
chicken,
at that.
wild rice, raisins.
Delicioso. You guys are in for it today.
Going.
Yep.
This is rice from Sioux Block, so it's locally harvested rice. Is there a heater to put this on? Oven?
How can we do that? I didn't bring the actual heater. We can probably throw it in the oven.
From here in town. But I buy stuff. A lot of times I buy it right outside of Aiken. I buy a lot of because
What do
that's
you
my dad, my stepdad used to work there a long time ago, so I met a lot of those people. So I go right to like the plant.
Oh, that's pretty.
But I'm not opposed to buying it anywhere. It's just where I've always bought it.
No, that makes sense.
Gonna get it all mixed together, and then we'll season to taste once it's all mixed, because you never know what it's gonna taste like if you season each component individually.
I don't know if you like the pink Himalayan salt.
Oh yeah, pink Himalayan, that'd be great. Those are good.
Sometimes
We've got celery and carrots.
seen chicken in those things.
Rolling out something really
Yeah,
small.
like they're,
I could have used that yesterday. I was making a butter dish in my sandwich video.
and then they sell
I need to roll up these little strips this big to hold the lid on.
Yeah.
My rolling pin is.
Yeah. I was thinking, I saw this recipe yesterday. I was looking
I end up using a coffee cup
It's do a chicken cordon bleu.
instead.
So it's a crock pot recipe that you put like chicken breast on the bottom, and then you cover the pan, and then put like Swiss cheese over the top of it, and then you put cream of chicken soup and milk, and you stir that up, put that on top of it. Then you put stovetop stuffing on top of it, and then you pour butter over it. I was like, God dang, that sounds good.
I know. I love, like the shredded chicken, ham, and Swiss cheese on like.
Try not to oversalt. You can always add more salt, right?
Pretty hard to take it back
It's
out.
hard to take it out. I mean, you can rinse it when you're done or something, but yeah.
And then yesterday I made a
Yeah, pepper and garlic
Yep.
powder. too.
Right over
big
here.
roast in the crock pot stuff. Cause I worked the volleyball game last night, so.
So all this rice, 3 pounds.
Well, it'll be done.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You guys will.
People
So
say
we done
wild
that
rice is
too, so
expensive.
whenever you
You
wanna
should get so
eat,
much out of it.
just start eating.
Oh, I got steam over here.
See, when I put them such a flour together, I can't.
See, I've never used recipe. Now that I
Maybe I'll.
Notice how the vegetables have got
People, like,
gloss
base
to it?
off of a recipe or something.
That's kind of the sign when your vegetables are ready. They just have that little, they look wet almost, so they should be sweetened up. Tasty pork.
I was always kind of say, hey, what's in there? What do I have? But like, Tommy is the
I think they're good.
biggest eater on earth. She would
I think they'll
literally-
finish cooking the rest in there once they get it all put together.
She would literally eat hamburgers and chicken.
What's in there?
Every day.
I do love chicken.
Yeah.
You got a lot of pretty colors in today's food.
Oh, it's really too bad you guys aren't here today.
It's looking good. I don't think there's anything unhealthy in here. Maybe salt. You need that too.
Yep.
She had when we were with her, I brought her to Florida this year. It was her first time ever going to a Cracker Barrel. She'd never been to one. So they had this, it was maple bacon chicken
Raw.
strips. So they were like, so they were super thick.
A little bit of flavor and keep it nice and moist.
They rolled it like a syrup and then like the bacon, they sort of like all covered in bacon, then they baked it.
Like crisp with bacon
Yeah.
pieces, like,
Uh-huh.
oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, she was in heaven. She was like, why can't we have one of these closer?
I love dairy things with the gravy. I don't know why.
Even though I added half a box of broth, if it's not soupy at the bottom, it's still absorbing.
They're great. Everything they had came with gravy. Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Clean fork.
Every time I go back to North Dakota, I still, on the way
Taste.
out of town, I go to, it's called Bob's Big Boy. So they're famous for these, they do lots of things, but.
More salt and
we always
pepper.
loved they're called flying style pizza burgers. So they're bread that is then full, so it's just white bread, and they have this machine that you press on and holds it in, and then they deep fry those things. And every order of fries comes with bread.
Yep.
It's incredible.
Something about salt, pepper, and garlic powder together, they kind of make everything good in my opinion.
Incredible.
Yes, sir.
I can't ever leave town.
And we're just gonna use all of
So
that.
I say I gotta get out early, I can't leave.
Yes,
till
sir.
like 11. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's when they open.
Give that a mix and give it another taste.
I know.
When I was living in Mexico, I don't use peppercorns. Use actual peppers, chili.
Literally go take a roll and
You press the pepper and you give me a chili, and I'm like, no, I want peppercorns. And they're like, oh, you don't use that.
after like a Martian's house too. My kid was
For people to use.
I bet you she's done for the year. Literally. So she went down and that time she was gonna get up and she didn't. So I walked out, I was there within a minute. It was already swollen like this big. And then by the time I had cut her sock off her because I couldn't get her sock down her foot. So I cut her sock off. It looked like a softball with not a baseball, a softball was underneath it. It was crazy. This has been Steph's best year ever. She just sits and watches other people cook.
Uh-huh.
So she doesn't have to do it. You know what you should make?
I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a dummy.
Tater tot hot dish. I bet you.
I love tater tot hot
I
dish.
think tater tot hot dish needs to be our next one.
No, I said when she cooks, that's what she needs.
Oh.
With chicken or with beef? Beef.
Oh.
I've only ever done
I've never had tater tot hot dish with chicken.
Are you serious?
No.
You could make one of each.
Pepper jack cheese.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Give
I
it.
don't know if it's overseasoned or
Dan
not.
suggested I make
Okay, well, I'll try it.
chicken taco corn chili.
I'm sure you will.
Oh, stop it. You stop it right now. Please.
I have to add more rice or
It's perfect.
That's what we'd like to hear.
Thank you, Gordon Ramsay.
He might have been a little more harsh. I never showed you that, Marl. I will. I will have to. I also make tater tot dish with venison, but
Oh, that would be good too.
yeah, we don't buy ground beef. Normally we just have ground venison.
See, I'm out of deer
Oh,
right
I
now.
do this
I'm
dish with
completely
salmon,
out.
chicken.
But then we butcher a cow. Well, we split it with some other people, so.
That's usually our Christmas gift from our parents. My mom gets a cow and then we all split it.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, so Mickey and Josh get a third, we get a third.
I
so
feel
much.
like
It
our
smells
money
so
just
good,
had-
Dan. We just have enough.
Winner,
Yeah,
winner.
Where's the envelope?
Chicken and rice dinner.
Where's your envelope?
Oh no, it's fine. I thought
On my
you were
desk.
asking me something.
Okay, you guys, that was our chicken and rice dinner. Thanks, Dan.